observation hive shed.
Take a seat.
But I got a couple minutes, so I want to provide you a little background. So,
Mike.
I'm Mike, that's right. James is my assistant.
I heard that honeybees, when they sting once, and when they sting, they die. I touched one.
Go ahead. Yes, they die.
Yeah, and hornets, they have this thing, so when they sting you, the thing goes back in. So it won't like have to fly and try and stick on your finger.
Yeah, so when honeybees sting you, it's the last resort. It's a defense mechanism, maybe protecting the hive, maybe they think you're going to hurt it, and when they sting you, they die. That's one of the big differences. Yeah, you can pass around. And the honey is stored inside those little holes. Now you'll see that the frames we have, we gave a little starter, and it's all, you know, it's all with a little wooden frame. But basically, we'll spin this around, and all the honey is going to be just pushed right out, or
oh my gosh,
out of the hive. And every once in a while, they'll build it off to the side and not build on the frames. I don't have any spare frames because all my frames are in the hives right now because they've been collecting a lot of them. There are actually only 3 kinds of bees in here. Most of them, almost all of them are worker bees. That's the one in the middle. They do, by virtue of the name, they are the workers of the hive. They take care of the babies, they take care of the eggs, they fly out to get the pollen, they make the honey, they also take care of the queen. The queen just has a special role. She lays all the eggs. I mean, she doesn't work as hard as the worker bees, and you're right there. But the queen actually has one of the most important roles. She lays all the eggs. She can lay up a couple thousand eggs a day, usually less. But she doesn't go out and get honey, and the worker bees will feed her and feed the eggs. You know who's probably the laziest in the hive? Are the drones. Those are the male ones. They really don't collect honey. Their purpose is just to feed and fertilize a new queen, and for the most part, they just hang around and they just have the life of leisure inside the hive. Once in a while, they fly out looking for a new queen. They can fertilize it. Well, they get thrown out in the wintertime, and they do die. There are no drones that overwinter. The honeybees, the worker bees, they might live for a couple weeks in the middle of summertime because they're working hard. They're going out there, flying, getting honey, coming back, flying, getting honey. During the winter time, when they get over winter, they'll live for about 6-7 months inside the hive from the time when it gets real cold to the time when spring comes. They get to stay inside the hive, and they stay alive by keeping warm inside the hive. And so they can last anywhere between a few weeks to several months. And anyways, the reason why I point these out because you're going to start to see all these bees. We may or may not see the queen, we're going to look for her, but we're going to see some drones, we're going to see some worker bees, and you can see them in real life and doing the thing. And you can look inside and you can see that there are several different parts of the hive. Some are going to have honey in them and they might be all capped off. That's the ones we're going to be taking. Some might have little brown caps, and those are going to be eggs in there. And some might have this little peanut shell type of egg is actually a queen egg. Sometimes they make spare queens just in case the queen dies or the queen takes off. They're always going to make sure of the queen. Because without the queen in the hive will die. So they're always going to have a queen. Okay, yes.
I have a question.
All right,
if they're making a queen egg, and why are they just expecting her to crack open and make a queen once the queen flies away? Because it might take time.
It does. It takes about 28 days for the queen to hatch. Nice smelling people. So I put a little baby powder on the house.
Baby powder. Wait, I remember I had.
That makes the bees.
Baby
oh, sorry, did I get you?
Everything.
Okay. Beekeepers use what they call a smoker, and the smoker has a calming effect on the bees. Generally, you only use a little bit. And it kind of distracts the bees from when somebody opens up the hives. It kind of neutralizes the defense mechanism. And basically you can use paper or different kinds of cloth. Here we're going to use some pine needles. It usually works pretty good.
I'll be right
back. It's not going to be a whole lot, but we're going to let that go for just a second.
Then we need some paper.
And then, it's alright, just pretend you're around a campfire, that's all. I'm going to put that on there. Like that. And now we'll see if we can keep it going. That's the real trick, is to keep it going.
That's
so, well, that's kind of smoldering here, and I'm going to light it again. Boys and girls, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Mike. Oh,
you just said that. And I'm James.
All right. I'm going to relight my smoker, and we're going to start with
smoking the beehives.
I'm going to start with this biggest one here. I haven't opened up this one for a while. I have to say that I'm a little leery because this big one here is the most aggressive, biggest of my 2 hives. And they might not like the idea that they're going to... The top part just covers up the feeder. There really isn't anything in there that you have to worry about. This here generally would have some sugar water in there. And the sugar water would, you feed the bees with sugar water sometimes like during the spring or the winter time when there isn't that much flowers around. Get my little smoker going in there.
I want it mine type.
You guys might have to go and do something.
I'll put it over here.
Alright, so we got a little squirrel smoke underneath the cover. Oh, you ain't seen anything yet. So, then
You didn't see any yet.
take this off here.
Whoa.
Now this is some of the frames I put in here last time. When was that? 2 weeks ago? Did we put these on? That's okay. Stuck on the wax. Whoa! These are so heavy.
Wow! It's full of honey.
Full, heavy with honey. So you can see that if you could feel how heavy this was, this probably feels like about 25 pounds.
I saw
Mostly honey.
I see honey. Are they all?
Now, what you see is some honey in there. But let me turn this around and I'll see what you're looking at. This is even a little bit more.
Whoa.
All that white stuff, that's capped
I
honey.
see a lot of honey.
That's capped honey right there.
Whoa.
Right. And the other ones, they haven't quite filled up all the way. When they fill it up with honey, then they cap it off with a little wax topping. So I think I'm going to try to take this one. I want to get out at least a half a dozen frames or enough to make, put back the whole one. So, it's just so heavy. Whoa. That's why, and that's one of the reasons why they make small frames. These are called shallows, and they make full frames because most of it has to do with how much weight you want to lift. Because when it's full of honey, it weighs pretty much a ton. That's a drone.
You need to look for one bigger than a drone?
Well, the abdomen on the queen is bigger. See the drone? I can even pick that guy up. The drones don't have stingers.
Oh my god.
You see?
He's just like,
That's a drone right there.
Do they bite?
No, but they don't. None of them bite. They sting. But a drone doesn't have any stingers, so they can't sting.
Cool.
Okay. This one on the end. On the end, it's mostly got just nectar. See that? A little bit of honey on that side, but not that much. And you can see the bigger ones now. You probably can see which ones are drones, right? There's the big fat drone right in the middle of that. You might be able to see him. He's right there. That's a drone. That's a drone.
Pick another drone out.
This one's full of honey.
Wow.
Huh?
That's
Look
like
at that
dripping.
one, huh?
That's full of honey.
Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper.
Ooh, look
so
at that honey pot.
Now what I need to do is just figure out whether I want to shake off all these bees now or later. And I think I'm going to do it later. So I need 10 frames.
The eggs.
Bees.
Cool.
Where's the eggs?
Is it like
That white one?
Yeah.
Like lava?
The white one is the
The white
eggs?
one is the larva or the developing bees.
No. It's larva. That is
Those will
so...
eventually develop into bees.
Ooh, I saw one. One was just born.
Okay, so I'm going to set this one back in here because we're not going to take that one.
Because there's larva on it?
Well, it's also, it's not full of honey. See here, this one here actually has more. Oh, here, this is a real good look. Look at all those. See all the white stuff in there? Those are all eggs. You see them?
Hi.
You see them? inside the cells, you see what looks like white stuff? These brown things, that's all capped eggs.
Go inside.
Those are eggs just before the bee hatches. They cover it over like that.
I'll
More capped eggs. Lots of capped eggs there. This is the nursery part of the hive. So I'll have to take what we got. Now this one here is a good one to take. Look at that. It's almost all honey there. A lot of honey on this side. Not quite capped off there, but it's a contender. I'm thinking I'm going to put that aside. Then you got to see something really cool. I read on YouTube an interesting way to get all the bees off the frame. You can take a nice little soft bristle brush and you can brush them off. Or, I'm told, you can use a leaf blower and blow them off. And that'd be a lot faster and quicker. I don't know how the bees are gonna like that. But we're gonna try that a little bit. See how the difference? I put this in here, and this is just a flat piece of wax with the frame on there, and the bees have actually drawn that out. I put the honeycombs on there. So now I'm going to take the rest of these frames, and that's the ones we're going to use tomorrow. I'm going to take the honey out. I'm going to brush all these bees into the hive. I'm not going to like it, but you know what? That's just the way it goes.
Where? Oh, right there. There's a bee crawling down you.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, we're not going to get every one. We're going to get most of them.
Yeah, bring it here.
And here, it's got quite as much honey, but we're going to take them anyways. When it comes after we extract them.